Everyone, Christina Del Rey. Saturn retrograde. Did you get the lesson? Now Saturn is going to start today. It's going to retrograde back into Aquarius, and then once it passes those degrees, it's going to go back into Capricorn. And that's going to start July 2nd. But Saturn is going to ask you, have you done the work the last 2.5 years? Have you created a solid foundation in at least one area of your life? Saturn is it's like a foundation. It's like when you build, right? You build a foundation. You have to have a strong foundation because everything that builds on top of that is dependent on what you built from that foundation. And if it's not a solid foundation, what's going to happen to what you build on top of that foundation? Well, it's going to fall. It's going to crash and burn, right? And it'll start slowly, little leaks here and there, and then it'll come crumbling down. So Saturn's asking you, what were you supposed to learn? And if you haven't learned it yet, you need to go back and you need to make adjustments so that you have that solid foundation. Saturn has been asking you to work really hard in one area of your life. And Saturn is a planet that restricts. It makes you work really hard, and it's like delayed rewards. But if you do that work, you get the rewards. So have you done the work to get those rewards that are upcoming? When Saturn went into Aquarius on March 23rd, we got a glimpse of what's to come. And if you think, Saturn gave you this glimpse, but now it's saying, okay, go back. What did you not learn? Fix that so we can move on for the next 28 years, because Saturn is not going to be back in Capricorn for another 28 years. Retrograde ends September 29th, and then we will continue to move forward in Capricorn, and then we will go back into Aquarius, where Saturn will stay for the next 2.5 years. So think back to your life with 2017, the end of 2017 till now. What have you been working on? What has been restricted but has required you to work really hard? I'm going to go through each sign and let you know what area this is going to affect your life, or you will be reviewing and you will be solidifying what you have built, or you will be making course corrections to, to adjust what you didn't work on like you should have. So and if you don't know your rising sign, you need to go to astro.com and you need to put in your chart information so you can find out your rising sign so that you can check that as well. So for Aries, it's your 10th house, your career, your life purpose. This is what you have been building. You need to go back and figure out what else you need to do to solidify this area. Taurus, it has something to do with the 9th house, education, law, travel, philosophy. There's something there that you need to relook at and establish a firm foundation. Gemini, this is intimacy and finances for you. Cancer, relationships. This could be business partnerships, or it could be personal relationships. Leo, daily routine, health, and work. What are your habits? Are you building a solid foundation for the years to come? Next we have Virgo, relationships, creativity, children, and hobbies. Libra, fourth house, home, family, and foundations, even real estate. You need to look at that and see what you have built and if it's going to hold up for the next 28 years, or do you need to fix the cracks before we go into Aquarius, before we go direct September 29th. Scorpio, third house, communications, internet, short trips, and neighbors. Sagittarius, how you earn your money and spend your money. Also material things, your spiritual relationship to material things. Capricorn, the physical body. How are you building a good foundation with your physical body to sustain you for what is to come? Aquarius, behind the scenes and spiritual connections. Are you connecting with spirit in a way that is going to help you? Is it setting your foundation for the next years to come? Pisces, friends and networking. How are your foundations in that area? All right, well, thank you, and happy Saturn retrograde. This is Christina Del Rey.